Dear friends, today I am going to present William Shakespeare's views on beauty and love expressed in his 130th sonnet. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. William Shakespeare is a well-known English dramatist and poet. He was born in 1564 at Stratford-upon-Avon in Warwickshire in England. He has written 37 dramas, 154 sonnets and 2 long narrative poems. He has been honored as the Bard of Avon. His comedies are As You Like, As You Like It, Much Ado About Nothing, Midsummer Night's Dream, The Tempest, and the famous tragedies of William Shakespeare are Hamlet, Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, and Antonio and Cleopatra, Romeo and Juliet. William Shakespeare was died in 1616 and left the world famous dramas. Today, the people read his dramas very interestingly. His dramas and poetry are full of authentic representation of human life as well as the liveness of human beings. William Shakespeare has expressed his views on the true love. Sonnet is a short poem of 14 lines. It deals with love. Sonnet originated in Italy. There are 3 types of sonnets which are famous in the world. The Italian sonnets, Shakespearean sonnets, and Spenserian sonnets. The themes of these sonnets are love, patriotism, and the science also. Here, Shakespeare's 130th sonnet, My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun, explains the natural beauty of a woman or the speaker's beloved. This sonnet gives shock to the readers because it is in contrast to the presentation of all English poets who praised the beauty of their beloved in their poems. It is a tradition in English literature. It glorifies the poet's beloved, and the beauty of the beloved is compared to the natural objects. The poet praises the beauty of a woman while decorating and using figurative language. William Shakespeare has explained an eternal and unchanging as well as pure love in his sonnets. In the opening line of the sonnet, my mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Shakespeare says that the eyes of his beloved are not at all like the sun. And the stanza begins in this way. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be whiter, why then her breasts are dun? If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. In this first stanza of this sonnet, Shakespeare here projects the physical appearance of the beloved in terms of the eyes, the lips, the ears, and the skin of the beloved. He compares the eyes of his beloved to the sun, even the red lips of the beloved to the coral, a precious red stone, gemstone. And in a traditional way, the English poets praise their beloved by using the metaphor of snow. They say the colors or the beauty of or the color of the skin of their beloved is whiter than the snow. But here the speaker tells in contrast that his beloved is not whiter than the snow, and her hairs are not the golden hairs, they are black hairs. He explained the natural beauty of his beloved. In the second stanza of the poem, the speaker says that I have seen roses, damasked, red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. And I, in some perfumes, is there more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks? What is the main intention of the speaker behind referring all the roses? Here the speaker refers pink, red and white roses to say that the color or the cheeks of his beloved are not like any roses. The cheeks have their own beauty. The cheeks have their own beauty. No rose can be compared to the cheeks of his beloved. Here, the perfumes that always used by the traditional way to praise the delightness of the breath of the beloved by the poets. Here it is a way of the speaker which alters the traditional notions and tells the people or the readers that the smell of her mistress' breath is not delightful, like the perfumes of Arabia, which make the people more happy or the happiest in the world. In this way, the speaker refers or explains the eyes of his beloved, the lips of his beloved, the hairs of his beloved, the colors of his beloved, totally unfamiliar way. Even the cheeks of his beloved are not pink or red or white. They are not red or white, but they are in natural color. It means his beloved is a dark lady. As you know, William Shakespeare's all sonnets are addressed to fair youth, dark lady, and a rival poet. In the same way, this sonnet is also addressed to a dark lady who is considered as the beloved of William Shakespeare. Again, the speaker or the poet says that, I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. Treads on the ground. Here, the speaker says that he likes the speech of his beloved, the talk of his beloved, the words of his beloved. But her speech, her talk, or her words are not pleasing than the sound of any kind of music. The melodiousness of the music is not in the speech of his beloved. He knows it, but he loves it. And so he says, I grant, I confess, I declare that I never saw a goddess go. It is a traditional way to praise the beloved. The ancient poets praised their beloved by terming them as the goddess. Goddess can walk in a gentle way, dignified way, but the beloved of the poet or the speaker never walks like the goddess. It means his beloved walks in a particular way, in a typical way, in a specific way, but that attracts, that appeals the beloved, that appeals the lover, the poet. So he says, my mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. At the conclusion of the poem, the poet gives the exact idea about his beloved. In the concluding couplet, William Shakespeare explains what does the real love mean. I quote, and yet, by heaven, I think my love as rare as any sea belly with false compare. I know all the parts of my beloved are not so beautiful in comparison to the natural objects or the natural beauty or the objects of beauty. But what her physical appearance, what her physical beauty that appeals him, that appeals him. And so the speaker says that my love is a rarest. My love is the rarest and pure, like any others. Like any others. If the love or the beauty of the beloved can be compared to the others, objects of nature, it will be a false portrayal of her beauty. The comparison of her beauty, of her body, or the parts of her body, of her speech, can create a false portrayal of her. Can create the false portrayal of her. So poet says that my love is not based on the physical appearance. It means that what William Shakespeare here tries to give or puts forth, that the true love is not based on the physical appearance of the woman, but it is in the mind, it is in the trust, and it is in the relationship that based upon the purity. In this way, William Shakespeare, in this sonnet 113th, explained his idea about beauty and love. True love never changes, and true love never demands the physical beauty. In non-conventional way, William Shakespeare has put the comparison, not in comparison actually, but it's a typical way, it's a particular way that projects the beauty of the beloved. In this way, William Shakespeare explains his ideas regarding to love. Thank you.